Okay guys, let's go into our child's pose. I was gonna say by out of habit quickly, but let's not do it quickly. So when you're ready, come down into your child's pose. Knees can be further apart, closer together. Find your sweet ground for today. And then I like to bring my elbows down and tuck the chin. If you feel comfortable, you can walk your arms all the way out and let your whole chest area melt to the ground. And I want you guys to take 5 deep breaths for me, so 5 cycles. Inhale, exhale is 1 cycle. And I want you to focus on breathing into the side of your ribs and into the back of your body, right into that thoracic area, the mid-back area. So as you inhale, think of your ribs expanding to the sides and into the back. And then you're kind of naturally elevating through the back body. And then on the exhale, think of your ribs melting in, moving in, and your mid-back is gradually falling down with gravity. I'm gonna go quiet for a little bit to give you space. Keep breathing. And if you can extend your inhales and extend your exhales, that is absolutely awesome. So go as slow with your breath as you can. Let's take 2 more 3 cycles of breathing. See if you can now mentally visualize that movement of your ribs. Going to the front, to the side, to the back. Letting the diaphragm expand. And then exhale. Visualize your ribs moving in, closing, coming together. Okay, let's collectively walk our hands over to the right. We're just gonna take 2 cycles of breath here, but I want you to now breathe into that space between your left shoulder blade and your spine. So think where your spine meets the shoulder blade, that little space, little area. Breathe into it, and then visualize tension coming off your body as you exhale. Once you're done with your 2 cycles of breath, walk it over to the left. Reach your right arm further out and think of grounding your right sit bone. So you're creating lots of space in that right side body. And then when you're ready, take 2 inhales, 2 exhales into that space between your right shoulder blade and the spine. And then we'll walk back into our child's pose. And then what I want you guys to do here is think micro movement. It's so tiny that if I were to watch you, I would barely see anything. Start tucking and tilting from your tailbone. So think just a little bit of movement from your pelvis, like a baby torque. Barely visible. Otherwise, you're staying in your child's pose, nothing else is moving, and you're trying not to use the whole body. So it is not a cat-cow. You're just tilting pelvis forward, slightly tucking under. When you're tilting, I want you to think of the space between your sit bones expanding. Sit bones is the very bottom part of your pelvis. It's the bones we sit on the chair if we were to sit upward and straight. So keep tucking, tilting. You don't go to a range where your low back starts aching. So it's tiny, tiny, tiny. Let's go 4 more. Inhale, exhale is 1, 3, 2, and 1. And now I want you to try and do the same with your mid back. So you're gonna think chest in, chest drop, chest in, chest drop. And it's such a small movement that again, to the eye, it's barely visible. And what we're trying to do here is we're just trying to reconnect mind to the body, or more specifically, mind to separate body parts, separate spinal segments. Let's go 4 more, 3 more. Remember to breathe, 2 more. Last one. Amazing. Okay, let's walk our weight forward into a quick tabletop. Find your left arm, take a spinal twist over to the right, bring your left shoulder, left temple down, and then from here we're gonna twist open. So you're gonna start walking your left leg out, kind of crawling it out. It doesn't have to look pretty, but you're gonna slowly start extending that left leg all the way out and letting your right knee open up to the side. So you'll find yourself in a laying spinal twist position. From there, your right arm is gonna open up like a book all the way to the ceiling. And you're gonna stay here and take 2 deep breaths from me. Inhale. And on the exhale, think of your right back shoulder melting down like ice cream that a kid forgot to put in the fridge. If you have a kid, you know that's how it works. Inhale again. And exhale, right shoulder melts. And then you're gonna roll all the way onto your back, and you're gonna extend your legs straight. Arms can be by your sides or out like an airplane, whatever feels comfortable. We're gonna draw our right knee in, then we're gonna extend it out, and we're gonna draw our left knee in, and you're gonna extend it out. So it seems like a very basic movement, and in many ways it is, but what I want you guys to work on is stability of your pelvis. Can you move your hips in a way where your pelvis is no longer doing that torque? So feel your low back gently touching the floor, you're not jamming it down, and feel your hips almost moving separately from the rest of the body. Let's exhale in, inhale out. Exhale in, and you're alternating left, right, left, right. Let's go 6 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just warming up, so keep it gentle. 5 and 6. Now same thing, and it's gonna look like a frog slide. You're gonna slide your left hip in abduction, through abduction. So you're gonna think of that leg going to the side, towards your shoulder, and then you're gonna melt it back down. Same thing with the right, through the side, towards the shoulder, right rib, melt it back down. There's no need to make it look impressive. Like, it doesn't have to look like a straddle, like a middle split. We're just finding movement in all directions. Sliding into the shoulder, back down. Exhale up, and inhale down. Let's go 6 more. And you're more so, instead of kind of focusing on the range, you're more so testing and checking, okay, where are my hips at today? How do I feel doing this movement versus some other movement? Last 2. Last 1. Good, now squeeze your right knee in, bring both hands on your right shin, pull that leg into your chest, take an inhale, take an exhale. Now bend your left leg and place your left heel down to the floor. So to target more of our hamstring, left hamstring, which is our goal, you want to have your foot further away from the bum. So it's not a traditional bridge, it's more so there. Okay, keep your hands on that right shin. Take an exhale from me, lightly tuck your tailbone, but try not to clench your left glute too much. So if you tap on your left glute, it should be somewhat soft. And instead, try to bring the work into your left hamstring. So it looks like I'm on the floor, but in reality, I am in a slight tuck, and I'm starting to feel that work in my left hamstrings. Hold it there, don't move. We're holding for 8 counts. Your goal is to mind-body connect to that left hamstring. Hold 7, 6, otherwise we're not moving. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release that left leg, extend your right leg out. Let's switch. Left knee into the chest, hands on that left shin. Hold it there in that deep flex position for a moment. And then when you're ready, bend your right leg, but remember, we're trying to target the hamstring, so foot does not walk close into our pelvis. When you're ready, tuck under just a tiny bit. Grab your right bum, right glute. See if you can keep it squishy without like over clenching, over gripping. Then tap on the hamstrings, you should feel them work. And we're holding it here on 8. You're really drilling that right heel down into the floor. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then extend both legs out. Good. Come up any way you like. Grab your long stretchy band, so not the squat band, but the one that you can stretch, and then place it around the arches of your feet, and then come back down. Okay, we're staying on the back for a little bit. So now we're gonna add resistance, march again. We start with our feet flexed, low back gently touching the floor, because if you start pushing it too far down, you're gonna take your pelvis into that back tilt, which we don't want. So think neutral position. And let's go, right hip starts, pull it in, exhale, inhale, extend it out without moving anything else in the body. We go for 10 reps. This is 1, same leg, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, good, 7, 8, 2 more, 9, last one, lift the leg, height doesn't matter, you can move it further away again, just make sure you're stabilizing with your core. And let's abduct from here, leg goes to the side, towards that right shoulder, back to flex position, abduct, flex. Let's go 3. The goal here is to not let that left hip bone rotate to the right. Keep your pubic bone and your 2 hip bones pointing up. 5 more. 1, you can do it. The standard bullying comes in. If I can do pregnant, you guys can do it. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Extend the leg out, take an inhale, take an exhale. Good job. On your next exhale, when you're ready, pull your left hip in. Take a second here, just by holding this position. Can you feel your back staying neutral? Can you feel your pelvis being neutral? Can you feel that your right leg is extending and pushing out as if you were standing on the floor? And then extend your left leg out. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, keep that perfectly stable body, 3, 2, last one, prepare mostly mentally. I mean, it burns a little bit, but not that hard. But mentally, your mind will be like, oh, we're tired, let's give up. Nope, don't give up. Let's go to the side and back. To the side and back. Again, your 3 bones, pubic bone, 2 hip bones, can they stay facing up? 3, 4, 5. And from there, from that stable pelvis place, go as far as you like. 7, almost there, 8, 9, and 10. Release, good job. Take the band around your ankles and then roll onto your left side body. And just because I'm currently experiencing the worst pregnancy fog in the history of fogs, if I make you do the left side again once we come back here, please tell me, Gemma, we already did the side. But as of right now, we're together on that left hip, right leg is the one doing the work. Left elbow underneath the shoulder, press the floor away, create space between that left rib and the floor. Engage through the core, take your right leg a little bit up. You don't have to go crazy high, and your 2 kneecaps are pointing towards me. So we're in a neutral position. Lift, press into the band, start feeling the outer hip. Don't move, just hold. 8, so you press up into the band and freeze, like Snow Queen. 7, 6, 5, 4, good job. 3, 2, 1. Don't move that leg, start rotating it out and in, out and in. But we're still abducting, so we're still lightly pressing up into that band. This is 4, 5, 6, going up to 10, 7, you can do it, 8, 9, and 10, lower the leg down. Good, bend that top leg, take the band off, move your left leg a little bit to the front. So think towards that, for me it's my right corner of the room. Leg can be slightly bent or fully straight. We don't care much about the lines. From there, we're gonna lift it up. Feel, so lift, hold an isometric hold for a second. Tap on your left inner thigh. You should feel it. Working hard, hold from there. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, left rib is still high off the floor, 3, 2, 1, lower the leg, lift up, we go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, always on the exhale up, 5, small movement but intentional, 4, 3, 2, good job, and 1. Bring your right foot back in the loop. So the band is now around your 2 ankles again. Bend your left leg, bring your right inner edge of the foot down, come up on that left arm, press your left hip off the ground, pivot into your tabletop. Fancy, fancy, there you go. So the band should still be around your legs. If it's not, just adjust it, correct it, no big deal. Let's take that right leg up. For the time being, I don't want you to go high. I want you guys to really stabilize through the core and pelvis. So you should feel like you're actually not able to bring that right leg past 90 degrees. That should be your max. If you are able to go here, you're most probably dumping into your back. Recheck, reconnect, try again. And then if you've been doing my classes for a while, can you take your left hand off the floor and challenge yourself that way? We're gonna take little pulses with that right hip. You're gonna lower just by 20%, lift up. Lower, lift up. Super basic movement. However, what I want you to focus on is, can you stabilize your pelvis enough to feel that right glute, the back of your glute, without going excessively high? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, lift as high as you need to, but again, prioritize stability, and we go rotating, leg out and in, out and in, good, and a leg straight for you, 3, there you go, 4, don't leave me alone in the suffering, 5, 6, keep exploring, how deep can I go, 7, 8, 9, and 10, drop the leg, good job. Take the band off, keep it nearby, we'll need it in a moment, but not right this second. Find your right arm, take an exhale, twist over to the left. Bring your right temple down, right shoulder down, and then when you're ready, start sliding, moving that right leg straight, the left hip to the side, and land fully on your right hip. From there, like a book, take your left arm, open up, all the way to the ceiling. Stay here, take an inhale. On the exhale, think of your left side of the chest opening up, left shoulder dropping lower. One more breath like that, inhale, and exhale. And then roll into your back body fully. Grab that band again, should be somewhere nearby. Place it around your feet again. Good, walk both feet out as far away as you can from your pelvis, from your sit bones. Check that your 2 kneecaps are pointing up. Take an exhale for me, give me that little tailbone tuck again. The goal is not to clench the glutes, the goal is to bring it lower into the hamstrings. So if you tap on your glutes, can you keep them squishy? Just tap them, find them, squeeze them, keep them soft. Now tap on the hamstrings. Can you feel those hamstrings fire up? And sometimes something so basic can take time. So if you're like, my glutes are clenching and I cannot let go for dear life, don't freak out, it's okay. Just set the intention and release the expectation. Hold it there. We are firing up through the hamstrings. We're thinking of those hamstrings. Hold. Visually, it looks like I'm laying on the floor. Internally, I can feel that I'm in a little bit of a tuck and my bum is barely touching the ground. There's very little contact. Holding 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we go rotating from here. Heels are drilling down. Both hips go outward. And then both hips go in. Knees French kiss. Both legs go outward. Knees go in. Let's go for 3. 4, deep rotation. The deeper you can go, the better. 5, 6, hamstring should be on fire. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Release, good job. Take the band off for a second, grab your roller,